What's up guys, Techmaster back with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to use an iPhone 15. If you guys are new to iPhones or you've used Android before and you haven't used an iPhone before, and this is your first time switching, which you might consider thanks to USB-C, this is a quick tutorial. So on the front we have a really nice screen, a 6.1 inch Super Retina XDR OLED screen. We have 2000 nits worth of brightness, a dynamic island, which I'll kind of demonstrate in a second. This thing basically bubbles up notifications. So if you guys are new, if I play like a little YouTube video, I'll actually just go to my channel so I can kind of show you an example. But if we go to one of my videos, let's see, I'll just go to my more recent one. Sorry, everyone. 1 second. What's up, guys? That one is a bad example, but the point being is you can basically, or if you play a song, which I'm not going to play the audio because I don't want to get copyrighted, but with that being said, if you pull up this, you can tell the song that you're playing. I'm actually going to switch to a different one because that one I don't want to be showing. But you can switch up. So for example, you can, this is Humble by Kendrick Lamar. If you show this, you can tap this and then you'll pull it up on here. If you are listening to a song, you can do that. Now, I'll just go to the back first. We have 48 megapixel main sensor right here for really good quality. Actually, it's right here. I don't know what I'm thinking. A 12 megapixel sensor up here. I have a case on this phone, obviously, but I'm not going to take it off. We also have a USB-C port, which is new to iPhone. So great news, you can plug in a little external display or drive. Sorry about that. So you can do this. It'll give you a notification, I think, so now it'll turn blue. This little thing will turn blue, and then you can put an SD card, transfer files. Unfortunately, this device only supports up to USB 2.0, which is really slow. But if you have the Pro model, you can transfer things easily. Like, very, very easy, as I've stated before. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Let me get this back in here. If I can. There we go. So, continuing, we have a 60 hertz screen on this phone, so no ProMotion display. But we have a very fast A16 Bionic chip inside here. So if we open up like Spotify, as you can see, it's very, very fast. We can also open up like YouTube. So this device will be set for years to come, obviously in terms of performance. If you want to check what device you have, you install this app called Geekbench. You look here, it'll tell you your iOS version, so iOS 17.2, iPhone 15, your CPU 3.44 gigahertz, and it'll tell you memory too in this app right here. It won't tell you, but this is 6 gigs of RAM, as you can see. It might show like less, but that is 6 gigs, and it'll kind of tell you, this app will tell you what processor you have, again, what iOS version, which phone you have. Now, if you want to check your storage and everything in your phone, you go to here, you go to your model name, your iOS version, all that sort of stuff. And then if you want to check your storage, let me focus this lens right here. I'm not sure why it's not focusing, but yeah, here you go. You can zoom in on the capacity, 128. I have 75 available. Not sure why it's not focusing. There we go. And then it'll tell you how much stuff you have on your phone. Now, if you want to check your cellular data usage, you can go to here. In this case, I'm on T-Mobile. You can check your calls. You can check how much your plan settings. So in this case, I've used 3.48 gigabytes out of unlimited. And then you can also install VPN on your phone, which I have one currently connected. So what you do if you want to is you can go to VPN and device management. You click sign in or connected. In this case, I'm connected, but you would normally add a VPN right here in the settings general section. You can also go to your legal regulations for this phone and you know, if it's if it's legal in your country, and that kind of will show you if your device has too much radiation, they might ban it in your country, but that's kind of a whole separate thing. Yeah, if you want to click a software update, you go to here. Or in this case, I'm on the latest version. What else? If you want to check your battery health, you go here, click here. I'm at 100%. You can also change, it says I'm optimized battery charge. You can set an 80% limit. If your battery is really degrading quickly, like if you have a 14 Pro or 14 and it's going down to 88 and you have no option to upgrade, do that, because that will most likely increase your battery, not increase your battery capacity, but it'll increase your battery life, and it won't degrade your batteries fast. Because if you go to 100%, it counts as a full charge cycle. After 500 charge cycles, a phone's battery will degrade to either usually under 80% battery health, sometimes less, but depending on how small the battery is. But yeah, you always want to be aware of that, because if you see it, and I always am checking it to make sure, but you always want to be aware of that, to know if your phone's really old, if you want to upgrade or not. And here we have Face ID and passcode. I'm not going to show this, but there's a way you can, so you have a bunch of Face ID settings. You can iPhone unlock, other apps. You can change your password, reset Face ID, set it with a mask, add glasses, reset, change passcode. You can basically, okay, and then this is a critical thing. If someone's hacked into your phone, or turn on, at least if you're in an area, make sure this will erase data after 10 failed passcode attempts. You don't want your data being breached. So if someone has hacked into your phone, or steals it, then you always want to have that enabled. I don't have it enabled because I always have my phone in my pocket and never leave it out somewhere, or leave it somewhere unnoticed, because just in case. But yeah, that is something you should always do. You never should leave it. Now, if we go into a camera, this is how you take a picture. Well, I don't know why I said that. No one needs to know that. But you click these buttons. You can adjust settings. You can zoom in like this. And this will zoom in, crop your options. You also have a bunch of new camera features that you guys might not even be aware of. So first, you have photographic styles. So what this does is it adjusts the different... hold on, let me turn on this little LED light. It'll basically adjust your different settings. So you can set warm, cool, vibrant, basically different color contrast settings. And this is really cool because you can basically, for different situations, if you're doing a photo competition or something, you can do that. We also have night mode for taking nighttime photos. So you click on this, you turn on, you click this button, and then it'll process the image. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's how you do it. Then you also have a flash button right here, a live action mode. You have a exposure, and then there's some new video features too. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. So basically, this is HDR video. You can enable this in settings, but then we also have some really nice, cool features that you might want to consider changing. We have something called action mode. So it'll say more light required because the light is... So basically what you can do... I'm not sure why this is on. Sorry about that, everyone. Let me delete that photo. But what you do is you can take a video, you shake it, and look, it automatically stabilizes your video. See that? Isn't that really cool? So basically, this is like a full-on action camera. So basically, you can use this for any sort of action films. Apple showed off in the iPhone 14 Pro ad. I'm not going to use their video because I don't want to copyright strike. But with that being said, they show off a great example of an action mode video being used for professional films. So that it will be if you don't have a professional camera, this camera can replace this phone. Is perfect for all your action scenes where it won't break. As long as you have a really protective case on it, it's attached to something, you can create all sorts of action films. You also have cinematic mode. Cinematic right here. This will basically, if I do a little picture right here, look, yeah. And then you can focus on this thing. It'll focus on the camera. But yeah, you can set your focal length. And so in this case, I'll blur out my face. And then here it'll focus. You can basically literally click where you want it to blur out. So it's really cool. Cinematic is so nice. Like, it is actually Such a great feature. I don't know why I haven't even used it yet. I need to do that more. But as you can see, I'll delete that photo, or the video, since that was a test. But that is a great feature that you can use for these kinds of films. Yeah, but cinematic mode is so great, and especially now you can do it at 4K f60. Mwah. So that is great. I don't know why I haven't turned this phone off, but yeah, there's a ton of new video recording features. So many new video recording features you can take, especially, you know, with all these night mode photos and everything. Like, this is a really good camera phone for basically anything you do with it. You can also just take regular photos, portraits. You also have portrait mode, obviously. Obviously, you guys probably already know this. We don't really need to go into that. And yeah, it's really nice, everyone. So yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. But that gives you a little idea of how to use an iPhone 15. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please reach out if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.